Hello, I'm Cy Wakeman with Bulletproof Talent. At Bulletproof Talent, our mission is restoring sanity to the workplace. We know a key way to restore sanity to the workplace is to hardwire accountability into the workforce. Today's coaching tip is how to use great questions to really coach for accountability. As you know, a key part of building accountability, of developing accountability in an employee, is to foster self-reflection, and great questions are the perfect way to do that. In today's tip, I'm going to give you 3 ideas to how to use questions to really foster both self-reflection and ultimately commitment, which is the first step in accountability. The mother of all questions, my favorite question, is simply, how did you help? What can you do to help? So when people come in, they may be tattling on another person, telling you a long story about how others aren't doing what they need to do. Really, they are in fact moving into judgment. Much of our coaching has to do with getting people out of judgment and into behaviors that will actually make a difference, help, and return an investment on their efforts. So one great question to use early and often when the focus is on other folks is simply, how did you help, or what can you do next that would add value, that would help? It's a great question to use when in doubt. Another set of questions is really in response to what may begin with a stupid question. Each and every day, we leaders hear what I would deem stupid questions. Things like, why didn't anyone tell me anything? Why do things keep changing? Who thought of this? Those of you familiar with the question behind the question philosophy know that questions that begin with why or who or when are usually bad questions. So another great coaching tip is to rewrite the question with the employee to help them improve their question. If you want better answers, ask better questions. So as someone comes to you with a question, why does anyone tell me anything? Just let them know that you don't want to invest a lot of energy into a question that begins from a victim state of mind. Ask them to rewrite the question using what or how, the words I, definitely some action. So why doesn't anyone tell me anything becomes, what can I do to get the information I need? Once you have the employee asking a great question, simply encourage them to come up with 3 things they could do to get the information they need. Have them identify them, write them down, and then ask that magic coaching question, are you committed to doing these things? It's a great way to start getting commitment. Then you can follow up with the employee and just ask, how'd that work for you? And what would you like to change in your approach? I want to end with some other great coaching questions. It goes like this. What is your goal? What's your approach been? How's that working for you? What would you like to change in your approach? And again, what are you committing to? Using questions is really the lazy leader's way to instill both self-reflection and ultimately accountability. After all, you don't need to know the answers, you just need to know great questions. It's your employee's development, not yours. Enjoy using these new questions and let us know how they work for you. Thanks.